Welcome to the Pillow Fort Podcast. We got a special holiday episode, first episode ever, so I brought my good friend in, Zach Brazow, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
It's good to be here. It feels a little inappropriate doing a Christmas episode in this neighborhood.
What is it, the 6th night of Hanukkah?
The Hasidim were out. I saw a couple guys that look like Santa Claus if you take the curls off. But,
Hey, whoa.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's welcome. I made simmus this year for Hanukkah, so they can come make a little ham for Christmas.
You mentioned simmus. What's simmus? I'm a Jew. I don't even know what it is.
Guy's a Jew. He don't even know simmus. How are you going to call himself a Jew? Next thing he's going to tell me he's still got foreskin. I mean, come on. Don't know simmus. What, are you crazy? So everybody knows simmus, right?
Okay.
It's one of these things, T-S-I-M-M-E-S. It's a Yiddish word, of course. And, it's a dish, carrots or sweet potatoes or both. That's the primary, right? So it's a side dish, but it's sweet. It's usually got prunes, dried apricots, cranberries. Get that going, nice little hot. Cook that for a while. Serve that up. Usually, because it's sweet, served on Rosh Hashanah.
Okay, so instead of
Right?
little apples and honey.
Exactly.
Yes.
But for a guy like me, I'm going to the Hanukkah party.
Yeah.
You invite me. I'm worried. What if I bring the same thing as somebody else?
Right.
I can't bring latkes. Somebody else is going to make better latkes, right?
That's
and I
true.
can't show up with bupkis. I mean, come
you
on.
can't go bupkis, but you could go babka.
But it could go babka,
Yeah.
but a couple of people bring babka. So to a Hanukkah party, you bring a Rosh Hashanah dish. Nobody else is going to make it. They
Yeah.
remember how much they love it. Everybody's eating my son.
That's good. Do you guys have a tree?
I wish we did,
Okay.
but we don't.
Are you going to get one?
Probably not.
Probably not. All right.
Because we're leaving the city on the 22nd.
I don't think you need a tree until you have kids. That's my theory.
You're speaking my language.
Once you have
100%.
kids, you need a tree. Here's the thing. Right by my house, I went to see the trees. Got a quote. $170 for a shrub. For a bush, they're charging $170.
That's a shanda.
No, it's a shop.
Yeah, that's a shanda. I mean, he's got to come down for that 170. I've heard about this. They're gouging you for you're in Manhattan, right?
I'm in Manhattan.
Yeah, you got to come down to Brooklyn.
You think Brooklyn's
You
cheaper?
come down to Bay Ridge, we'll take care of you.
Because the way they charge prices in Manhattan, I feel like you get the Christmas tree, and then on Christmas morning, your kids are going to be like, "Where's the gift?" And you're like, "This is the gift. This is what I got you.
Yeah,
I got you a tree."
$170. You could pay $300.
I know. Yeah.
And then
it
you
wasn't
got to
a big
drag
tree.
that thing home. It's not a big tree at all.
They were
you know?
doing a deal: buy one, get one free. I don't know who needs two Christmas trees, but
Well, you could give one to the poor,
Oh, maybe.
Give
But
one to the homeless.
then they should do that.
It's like the Tom's footwear thing, right? You got to buy one and then you give one.
Got it. All right, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I've had a Christmas tree before, but it's a fire hazard.
It is a huge
So
fire
now,
hazard.
so now you got that. So it's kind of just a big expense. It's not really worth it.
You're too Jewish to get a Christmas tree.
What do you think about Jews celebrating Christmas?
Well, I don't mean because you couldn't celebrate, but you're too nervous. You're too like you have too much anxiety
I
about
think you're
it
saying too
being
cheap.
on fire.
You're
not too
anti-Semitic.
cheap.
You're like,
no.
you saw the pricing, you ran away.
You're thinking about fire safety, all the things that could go wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, come on. You got to think about the things that could go right, right?
Yeah,
the
that's-
Maccabees, they only got enough oil for what? 10 minutes. It burns for 8 days. I mean, come on. You got to have positivity.
Yeah, too bad they didn't have a Christmas tree.
I
Burn your house down.
believe that Christmas is not a religious holiday. The majority of Americans celebrate Christmas, which is a commercial holiday with a lot of good fun, cheer, Santa, presents, and then a very small minority of people celebrate Christian Christmas. There's a very small group of people, maybe
Right.
5 or 10 people in the whole country.
It's
It's not even a religious holiday. It's an American holiday. I think it's good when all Americans celebrate it.
Okay.
If you're Hindu, you're Baha'i, you're Muslim, you're
Yeah.
whatever you are, come celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, I guess you're celebrating Hanukkah. So it all
I'm
evens
celebrating
out.
Hanukkah.
Yeah.
I'd celebrate anything. You invite me, I'll celebrate.
Do you go to Mass on Christmas?
I do. I go to midnight mass.
Is that the night before or is that the night of Christmas?
Misa do Galo, the midnight mass, December 24th. You're Puerto Rican, too, so you know about this. Buena noche.
Yeah.
The Spanish and the Portuguese people, we love the Christmas Eve. So then you go to the party, you go to the Christmas Eve Mass. And the Christmas Eve Mass is actually very sacred in Boston, right? Because
That's
a lot
what
of
I could
people,
imagine.
a lot of people, they think that the number one phrase in the Boston accent is what?
I don't know.
Park the car in Harvard Yard, right?
Yeah.
It's not. The number one phrase is at the end of Christmas Mass. Right?
Yeah.
You're going home. It's freezing cold. You walk into your car. You see the priest. You don't want to shake his hand because you're running the car. You go, Merry Christmas, Father.
And that's the
best phrase. Merry Christmas, Father.
So everyone celebrates Christmas in Boston.
Everybody. I mean, a lot of Jewish people that wake up at midnight, they'll drive by the church just yell, Merry Christmas, Father.
That's nice.
Right out the door. Bob Kraft. He's a Jewish guy from Brookline. He celebrates that.
The Patriots owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got wanked.
Hey, we don't have to bring that.
Yeah.
It was the guy implicated in a sex crime. Who am I to say?
Yeah, that's fair.
And it was an illegal sting.
It was.
It was an illegal sting. It was improper. The whole evidence is thrown out. But of course, the liberal media had to take him down. You know, they don't, they don't trust him. They don't
the liberal media there is now just exclusively a cancel culture.
Yeah, cancel culture.
I don't believe in it. It's just called being a Democrat. But yeah, that's great. All right, so you do the midnight mass. Do they have confessional at midnight mass? How does that work?
No, it's too festive. They're burning the myrrh and the frankincense.
Yeah.
I don't confess. I
know you were telling me that.
I would need to set up a special time with the priest to do a general confession because it's now been 5 years since I confessed.
Right.
There's a limit to how much sin you can put into one session.
It's built up.
Yeah. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet in a way. Confession is similar to an all-you-can-eat buffet. Like, technically you can say anything, but there is a limit to what you can do.
Is that just because you're going to put the priest to sleep? Or just
it's just like, you wouldn't go to an all-you-can-eat buffet and take food home. Just like you can't go to the confessional and talk about too much sin.
Well,
you need a weekly amount of stuff.
Take food home. That's like he starts giving you his sins.
Hey, I'll carry your cross, Father, you know?
What about, could I actually, this isn't about Christmas Mass, just Mass in general. The kneelers.
What about him?
I don't get the kneelers in church because I used to go to a Catholic school and they always had the kneelers and they would offer the body of Christ and I would eat that. I got how that worked. I know I'm not supposed to, but I saw it, I observed it, I got it.
No, that was extremely simple.
But but the kneelers, I don't get.
I see what you're saying. So there's a few ways that you can receive communion, right? There's the
for those that don't know, the kneelers,
they're regular way.
They're a thing that basically at the pews pop down, and during prayer, people kneel on it and pray.
That's for your comfort. I thought you were talking about some people come up to communion like this. They just put their hands in front.
Oh, okay.
The priest puts it in there. Some people come to communion. They receive it on the tongue. They stand like
but this is what I'm saying. I know you're not going to like this.
Yeah.
But you got the pews swinging down to kneel.
Right.
You got people sticking their tongues out. You got them going into glory holes with the priest to confess their sins, to tell secrets.
You're being fresh now. You're being fresh.
There's a little bit of innuendo going on in the church.
No, there's no innuendo. You people, everything's about the sex with you. You're all horned up.
Everyone's kneeling, and then the priest is up at the podium with his hands in the air. It looks like a metaphor for something.
Just because one of your fellow people, Bob Kraft, couldn't get a massage, turn it into a sex thing. Now you think, nobody can do anything without having sex.
Well, that's the thing that, because a lot of times the Catholic Church, that was like the big sex scandal of the nation was everything going on in the Catholic Church. But I feel like Jews have really been gunning for that position over the past years. We got Woody Allen, Jeffrey Epstein. There's another one.
There is an article about the Me Too movement and some of the perps.
Yeah.
Epstein, Kraft, Weinstein.
Yeah, Weinstein.
Yeah.
Who I was forgetting.
He's a big guy.
So you got all these. So now it's kind of, we're evening the score a bit.
Well,
and then you watch the Bikram yoga thing. I mean, got Hindus in the mix now. So it's all over the map.
It's a synergy. you talked about earlier, taking home your sins, right?
Yeah.
You guys, you wrote the Christmas carols for us. A lot of Jewish people wrote the Christmas carols.
Okay.
So you did the solid. And then we took the heat off your back with the sex scandal thing.
Now we're coming back.
Now you're coming back.
So we need you to do something else now.
I don't think so.
Do you have a favorite Christmas carol?
Oh, that's a great. I have one of them. Andy, ready?
Yeah. Because
This is my only impression. I only do one impression.
Okay.
Close your eyes. It's the holiday season, loop-de-loop. And Dick, right? My loop-de-loop.
The loop-de-loop is what got me.
It's early in the season. I'm just getting but my loop-de-loop is one of the best.
Well, you're a choir boy. You sing.
Yeah.
You sing at the church.
Oh,
so is the midnight mass? Is that where people are belted? Is it karaoke night in there?
Oh, we got John Colpoys playing the trumpet up top. We got people screaming and yelling. Yeah, the Bible says make joyful noise, so joyful noise I make. You know?
Yeah, that's good.
You got to make a little noise.
Are you
I like to daven too with the Jewish people.
what's the daven?
Prayerful singing. Davening.
Yeah, they're big into the prayerful singing.
Yeah.
I remember I had my bar mitzvah. A lot of my Catholic friends came, and they thought it was electric.
Yeah. So it's electric.
It's all not the post party, the service. The service is where it gets electric. They're singing, people are getting up, they're dancing. It's a wild time. Nice. All right, let's get into some things. I got some other things to ask you. Oh, wait, real quick. On the way here, we both had little Subway stories, but I wanted to bring this one up because it's something. It was like a message from God. So 12 years ago, maybe more, I was living in Riverdale. I was on the subway. This homeless guy gets on the subway, starts doing stand-up, murdering.
Really? It was funny?
So funny. And today, on the way here, same guy did the same act. 12 years he's been doing the same act.
Was it killing?
It was only killing for me and one other guy, but it was incredible.
Did you give him money?
Nah, I looked. I didn't have any money to give him.
What was the act about?
So a lot of it, he starts off and he says, you guys are all in my house right now. And he's getting into he's like, you guys got to pay $3,000 in rent, $2.90. I got a house, 10 cars, goes all over the city.
He did update the price of the fare.
He updated the price.
12 years ago, it was like $2.45.
He was like, he kept saying, he's like, I got a bathroom at some of the stations. I got a 10-car condominium, and I got an oven. It's called the third rail. and then he gets into a lot of jokes about having a fat wife. And he's like, I'm celebrating the holidays with my wife. She's 390 pounds. She asked me to get her champagne. I got water and Alka-Seltzer. Call it Don Perignon. And then he's like, she said, I'm going to give you a moment you'll never forget. I brought her home. She took off her jeans and 9 stomachs rolled out of her jeans. I mean, it was amazing. And it was the same. It reminded me of all the jokes. And I hadn't seen this guy for 10 years, maybe more. I assumed he was dead.
He should come out to mics and stuff.
I want so badly that if I clip this up and I put it on the internet, if it goes viral, we will track down this homeless guy and give him $100.
Yeah,
at minimum.
He kills.
It was amazing. And similar to last time, the guy that was laughing the hardest was the whitest guy on the train. Yeah. Last time it was a pudgy, dinner roll breadstick with glasses and a vest, and he was literally crying, laughing. And this time it was a guy in a pea coat with glasses reading a book that stopped reading his book.
He was cracking up.
Stop laughing.
And you were cracking up.
Yeah. His sign-off was great, too.
What's his sign-off?
His sign-off was, all right, if you have any money, let me know. That's it for me. Clean up after yourselves. I got company coming over later.
Dude, that's so good.
Yeah,
I love that.
It was really good. So it was I've talked about it with a few people, and I forgot about it.
Has anyone else seen him? I've never seen him.
No, dude, it was 12 years ago that I saw him. I mean, it's I haven't seen this guy for 12 years.
What train was he on today?
It was on the C train. No, or the A train. And the first time I saw him was on the 1 train. So he's a West Side guy.
Yeah, West Side.
You got to get
uptown?
on the West Side. I was going downtown. But the first time I saw him was uptown.
How far uptown we talking?
It was a far uptown.
Yeah.
I was almost, probably past 125th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
So he hasn't updated the act much, but
does he have a website with which lines he'll be on and what times?
I should have asked. He also, you'll appreciate this, 100% clean.
I love that.
Nothing he said was not clean.
Yeah, except for the clothes, right?
He just said she takes her jeans off and 9 stomachs.
No, his clothes. That was a joke. If I told him, he'd laugh, but you're not sharp enough. Tell me when he's on the N train, and then I'll catch you.
I don't know. I don't have his dates.
He's playing the E next month.
Dude, he was great. And the voice sounded familiar, so I was paying attention. And then I heard, once he started talking about the fat wife, I was like, this is the same guy.
I wonder if she's put on weight over the 12 years. She was
no, he did the exact
a couple
same.
Of years ago.
Yeah, maybe it was he updated to 390. It was great.
I'm glad she didn't die from COVID, this big woman.
I mean, she might, I don't know, she could be made up.
She's definitely made up.
It could be made up. This guy might not even be homeless.
I doubt he is.
I mean, he looked a little.
Yeah.
But he looked.
But that's dressing the part.
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay looked Italian.
Yeah,
he was it, right?
He's getting into character. He's the Dice Clay of the West Side train system.
I love this guy.
Oh, it's incredible.
What would your jokes be on a subway if you had to do it?
Wow. I feel like the hacks homeless subway jokes are saying it's your house.
Yeah.
So I try to maybe avoid that.
What would you say?
But that sign off. That
The sign-off is
The
unbeatable.
sign off was great. I don't know. I feel like I'd end up going dirty. I'd be embarrassed. I wouldn't want to follow
You
that
can't
guy.
go dirty in the subway.
Yeah, you can't.
It's kids.
It's
Come
kids. You're right. Do you have a subway joke? If you were a homeless man on a subway.
on. I'd say, hey, you can see how great my career is going. I'm playing the A train.
That's good
290
opener.
affair. A couple of years back, I was doing a lot better. I used to play the air tran. 875 a ride. What's up with that, huh?
That's really good.
That's not bad.
Except that I feel like the air train's road. That's a road gig.
That's a
Yeah, you got people from out of town getting on there.
That's big.
Yeah,
that's a big gig.
That's the big.
That's like a cruise. You're working
That's
on
like a cruise. Yeah, that's the cruise. No, this guy, he's a local comic, New York comic. My favorite New York comic is this homeless guy that was on the subway.
Yeah, hey, he's a local comic. Usually rides the C.
Type 5.
Type 5?
Yeah. So check him out. If you know him, please send me the information. I need to know who this guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that happened to me. You said someone brought a dog on the
Oh,
subway.
I just had a schmuck bring a dog on the subway. No, if you bring a dog on the subway, it's supposed to be able to fit in a bag.
Yeah.
And this guy didn't. And I wanted to say something so badly. And I didn't.
Well,
And he got a bunch of positive feedback from women who wanted to hang out with his dog.
that's the thing. People love dogs.
People do, but it's disgusting and it's against the rules.
Right. But you know, I was thinking about this. People say that people love dogs more than people.
They do.
I don't know if that's true, but I think they love dogs more than old people.
Sure.
Because
He sat down. This was an able-bodied 28-year-old man. He took a seat.
yeah.
It's a rush hour train. You take a seat? Are you serious?
With a dog? Yeah.
Yeah, he should be standing up.
You should have just fed the dog chocolate.
Yeah, I should have eaten the
Give
dog.
him one of these cookies.
I should have taken him up, put him on the grill.
That would be. I think that'd be fair. All right. Let's see what we got segments here. All right, we covered mass holiday jokes. Do you have any holiday jokes?
Well, give me one. Go
All
right into that.
Holiday joke 1. All right, we ready for holiday joke 1?
Yeah.
All right. My favorite part about being Jewish on Christmas is every year we go to Chinese restaurants and plan the next pandemic. Nice. You got any?
That was good. All right,
That's a
well,
good
let
one.
me think about this one. My favorite part of being Jewish on Christmas
Okay. He's getting into character right now.
are all the Christmas trees I sold.
Tell me if this one makes sense. I don't know if this might be a lame one.
Yeah.
All right. I've heard some people say Santa Claus is black. If that was true, his sleigh would be pulled by Make It Reindeer.
Did you write that?
Yeah, I wrote that.
Did you write that?
I wrote that on the way here.
What
yeah.
made you write that?
I thought it was funny. All right, this one involves some audience participation. You just say the obvious answer. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. Going to find out who's naughty or nice. Who's this about?
Santa Claus?
No, it's actually
Saint Nick?
No, Oscar Schindler. Actually,
Oh my!
it's more of a Hanukkah joke.
You really did watch a lot of Norm lately. Yeah, this guy.
That's pretty good.
I feel like I'm on Norm's talk show.
I think that's a good joke.
It's not bad.
It's
yeah,
not
it's pretty good.
bad. I don't know if the naughty or nice makes much sense.
Naughty or nice? Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll clip that one too.
So what's the idea of pillow fort? We're up late at night playing with each other.
Well, we're cozy right now.
Yeah.
There's clouds, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There really is no idea. It's just back in the day, the premise is when I was a kid, me and the friends would make a pillow fort and we'd hang and we'd talk. And that's what I'm going to do on the podcast. But what was I about? Oh yeah, with sponsors. I don't have sponsors yet. I'd like to. So I think I'm going to do sponsors that I want. And just read ads for sponsors that I wish I had.
Yeah, do free publicity. Or I'll say this. Hey, you got no sponsors because this podcast is so bad, but you want to get a sponsor, why don't you go to AA, huh?
Have you heard of SLAA?
Sex and Love,
Sex,
Addicts
Love,
Anonymous.
Addicts Anonymous, yeah.
That's not a bad joke, though, if you had like an old-timey Rodney-style comic who just does it about being bad at comedy. Like, hey, my podcast got so few listeners to get a sponsor, I had to go to AA.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
That's a Rodney
Did
joke.
I write that? I might have wrote that.
That's pretty good.
Hey, my podcast is so bad. To get my first sponsor, I had to go to AA.
That's great. I think
That's not a bad character.
Rodney?
No, just like Rodney, comic who tells self-deprecating one-liners about how unsuccessful he is at comedy.
Right. But that's some. Rodney wasn't about unsuccessful at comedy, so it is kind of Rodney, but it's about comedy.
Yeah,
so
like
that's the thing,
you know, my special. Hold on. Let me do this.
My special tank's so hard you would think it's in the Ukraine. No. How you doing?
I love that so much. What about, like, I'm trying to think, like, what's the most famous meme, right?
Most famous meme is usually SpongeBob or wrestling.
Yeah. SpongeBob, I'm my head out.
Yeah.
All right. My special did so bad, SpongeBob said it. He said, I'm my head out.
Never mind.
Why?
I had a bomb one.
What's a bomb? Hey, it's going to be hacked, but give it to me.
No, I can't.
I can see it coming up.
Yeah, you already know where it's going.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be said.
Hey,
maybe I could throw a misdirect, though.
Yeah, throw a misdirect.
Yeah. My special bombed so hard, I think they're going to ship it over to China. I think China's buying it to give it to Taiwan.
Something about bioweapon, right? Yeah, COVID.
Yeah,
like you got a bioweapon. You know, I got no credits. Huh?
This guy's
hacked. I've been doing comedy for so long. Hey,
who'd you want to sponsor you? A Christmas thing.
Wait, let me get one more.
All right,
Rodney, ready? My comedy career is starting to look like a community college transcript. No credits.
That's great. And that's been Rodney Dangerfield if he was bad at comedy. It's a good character.
Oh, those are pretty good, man.
It's a pretty fun one.
It seems like there's so much that you could do with it, but hey, give me what you're gonna give.
No, if you could have,
I'm doing an open mic set as this guy. I'm doing it tomorrow.
I mean, that's you got to get weird on stage now.
You gotta be a lunatic.
I feel like the best comedy is weird. Jokes are over, and so eventually it's gonna be like comedy won't be jokes. Because if you think about the most popular comics, it's all crowd work or weird.
Right.
There's very few people that tell jokes. I mean, there's some, but like I think eventually.
But now, since comedy has been no jokes for so long, doing jokes makes you a weird comic.
It might
like you're weird to do jokes. You know what I mean?
That's weird.
Like you're ironic to even tell a joke. Telling a joke is ironic. The form of a joke is so ridiculous.
Yeah, totally. Well, that's why I think it's like if you could come up with something that's a joke but not set up punch. Like you got a unique comedy style. It's not necessarily like da-da-da, da-da-da.
Yeah, hey, I got a unique comedy style. A couple people saw it. They said, what is this guy in ISIS? He just bombs, huh?
He's the biggest threat to our nation. But yeah, if you could have something Christmas related, because it's a holiday episode.
Right.
I'm wearing a Santa hat.
Right.
If you could have something Christmas related as the sponsor of this podcast, do you have any ideas?
I mean, Elf on a Shelf, right?
What's Elf on a Shelf again?
I don't know. It happened a few years ago. I was too old to get into Elf on the Shelf, but it's out there.
What
it's
about
in the
Coquito?
Coquito. All right, now we got a Boricua in here.
You know Coquito?
Coquito. Yeah, I know about Coquito.
All right, so this real quick disclaimer. Coquito doesn't sponsor this podcast.
Coquito is not even a brand. It's like a type of drink.
That's a good point.
It's like saying milkshake doesn't, you know?
Milkshakes don't sponsor us either, but we would have either of them. But anyway, this podcast is brought to you by Coquito, friend of the pod. And,
okay.
I think, so Coquito is the official drink of the Hispanic community for Christmas.
Puerto Rican community.
Is it specifically Puerto Rican?
I think so. I don't think Chileans are drinking Coquito.
That's true, but they only drink wine. But Coquito, usually bought out of a Puerto Rican man's van.
Mm-hmm.
And the high quality, perfect one, it's mixed with Bacardi 151, which is good. Get you nice and sauced to ruin Christmas.
Okay.
That's the best version. Usually sold in a glass bottle, mixed in a bathtub, and it really brings warmth to the holiday season. So go out there, get some Coquito, sponsor the pod.
So that's what you want, Coquito, to sponsor the pod. How about this?
Yeah.
I want fish number 5
What's fish number 5?
Of the 7 fishes to sponsor the pod. How about that?
How do you differentiate them? Are they all fish are equal, or do we
A little bit of Monica in my life. Mambo number 5. He had fish number 5.
Yeah, so you got fish number 5.
Fish number 5.
Fish number 5 sponsoring the pod.
Sponsoring the pod. You eating fish?
Fish is salted cod, bacala.
Hey, bacala.
This is for the Italians.
This is for the Italian.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito. Anthony DeVito. Tommy DeVito.
The big 3.
The big 3 of DeVitos.
There's no more room for a DeVito.
Well, they're all small guys. They're all slight.
They are slight. Well, they get progressively bigger with age. So Danny's the oldest. He's the smallest.
Right.
Then you got Anthony in the middle, and now Tommy's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
than both.
Tommy's kid is going to be a giant.
Yeah, Tommy's gonna. Yeah. Then we'll have the Mount Rushmore of DeVitos. We got room for one more.
We got room for one more.
Yeah.
Is there another DeVito?
Not off the top of my head.
I don't know.
I'm sure there is. I mean, they're probably in the mafia, but
no, I bet there's a pitcher named DeVito somewhere out there.
yeah,
So
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking
Yeah.
baseball.
Yeah,
Baseball would make sense. All right, I got.
You remember Barry Zito?
Of course,
Yeah, he was cool.
he was great. What about this? Do you leave? What do you think of stocking stuffers?
I love a stocking stuffer.
I think stocking stuffers are things that you just lose.
Scratch tickets are a great stocking stuffer.
Yeah, well, that's actually pretty good. I like that.
I love that.
My parents just give me socks. They just give me the thing that looks like the thing it's being stuffed with. I don't think they're thinking about it. I think they just see the stocking and they're like, let's just get more of that.
What about long underwear? You ever wear long underwear?
I wore, yeah.
Is this your new sweater, by the way? It's an amazing piece.
It's a great piece. I got it at Housing Works. Friend
Did
of
you
the
really?
pod. Friend of the pod. They
You
sponsor.
probably stole it off your favorite comic.
This is
Well, that's at the big annual sale, right? You did this?
Yeah. It's called Best of Fall. So this podcast is brought to you by Housing Works. You know what's weird about Housing Works is if you pass it in the window, it's a lot of like social justice causes.
Right.
Stickers. It's like almost pro STD. It's like they have weird ones, but then the Upper West Side they leave that filth off the window. when you get uptown, those stickers disappear.
And they have a nice spot uptown?
Yeah, that's where I got this.
I mean, it's a distractingly nice sweater. What's that thing retail for?
I mean, that's a distractingly nice coat.
It's just $49 off the rack at
This is
Men's
$100.
Warehouse. Yeah, that's a nice piece.
But I looked it up. It said like it was like $1,200, but then it said Australian. So I don't know what that
What brand is that?
called. P. Johnson.
P. Johnson.
Yeah, it's my favorite sweater now.
P. Johnson. That's interesting.
Yeah, look it up.
P. Johnson. That's like the verb and the noun.
Usually a Johnson goes P. But we like to switch things up at P. Johnson. We're doing things a little different here.
Oh, Johnson's funny, man. Like, was that around before Linden?
What's Linden?
Linden B.
That's a clothing company?
I think he was our 36th president.
I don't. Oh,
Lyndon B.
I don't know. Oh, Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how old P. Johnson is. It's an Australian company, so they're a bunch of idiots. They don't even know about Lyndon
They don't
B.
even know what year it is down there. It's probably backwards, 2320 down there.
They're on the beach drinking Fosters.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah.
You been down there? Down under?
No, it's too far of a flight.
Too far of a flight.
I couldn't go that far. What's the furthest you've ever been?
It might be California. California's far.
Yeah, California's not.
California's
not far.
far. I've been to Brazil.
That's further than California. Come
Brazil
on.
is
This guy doesn't know his
probably
geography.
further. Yeah. Hey, come
That's
on.
twice as far.
But I've also been to Vancouver, Canada. That's very far.
That's far. That's far. But I think Brazil's further.
I think so, but not by much.
Yeah, that's fair. But if you're gonna take that flight, I'd rather go to Brazil. In California, you barely feel like it feels different landscape-wise, but I mean, it's just American still.
Yeah, but if
So
you were there long enough, and you're one of the few people who still appreciates this, because you and me, we're real people.
Yeah,
We're raised by people. We grew up in neighborhoods. A lot of people actually aren't people anymore. They're
Right.
just television viewers.
Well, no, it's even worse. I have a big theory about this.
Give me your big theory.
All right.
But what I'm saying is we didn't grow up homogenized. So when I'm in California, I feel like I'm in a different country.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, a little
like
bit.
I'm in California. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm from New England. That's a different country.
Right.
Right? And when I'm with my fiance's grandfather, he's from Mexico City.
Yeah.
Mexico City's closer to California than Boston.
Right.
You know? Who came further? I got more culture shock over there.
Yeah,
you know?
no, you're probably landscape, like the actual
ambiance. The it's very disorienting to have nice weather all the time. The marine layer, walking every. It's a different country.
So you were saying people are TV show characters. So this is what I disagree with. Back in the day, I was TV show character. I would watch TV to pretend I was one of those characters. Because you watch The Sopranos, you act a little more Italian.
Right.
You
do. It changed my personality for about 18 months.
I know. You watch Homeland, you're a little more. You go to a shawarma place, you're on your toes.
Yeah, sure.
But now TV sucks. It's all reality TV. I thought for a second we got Last of Us. I was like, this is gonna be good. Then you watch it, you got to be a gay communist. So there is no TV show that is like intriguing to me for me to pretend I'm the character.
Yeah, sure.
So that drives me to the phone. But with the phone, you get so much at once that you're like, who am I?
Yeah.
There's too. So I think a lot of people now on the phone more than the TV, they just become this like stock.
Well, they
person.
just criticize other people. You
Right.
you never have any. You never put anything out, but you're always criticized. You're always morally pure because you're never acting.
Yeah.
So you can always judge other people's morality. But
Right.
you like Last of Us.
I liked the show a little bit, but I didn't like that every hero was either gay or a communist.
I thought it was a good program. It was based on a video game. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know.
First show based on a video game, right?
Yeah,
Big hit for
it was great.
HBO.
And I thought the gay couple episode was really good. It was really
thought
well
it was
done.
excellent.
But it was weird that it was like every hero, besides what's his name. There's no room for someone like me in that show because the only guy that's a straight white man. He's not even white. He's Hispanic, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. Just like you.
Yeah, I guess just like me. But he's like the most alpha guy ever.
Right.
So it's like if you're not that, you just become a zombie. Or if you're built like me, you have to either suck dick or be a communist.
So you're saying why is there not room for
There's no Sopranos
emotional
anymore.
straight white men to just lounge?
Like Game of Thrones for a while was that.
Game
You
of
could
Thrones.
pretend.
What do you think I would watch that?
You never watched it?
No, they got dragons and lizards and
Lizards
they
are
got
not
lizards
real.
over there. You think I'm getting involved with it? No, but HBO, they had a big hit with that Last of Us. It was based on a video
was
game.
good. It was good.
Showtime's going to do the same thing. They want to adapt a video game to make a hit show. Next
did
fall, they're going
Grand
to
Theft
premiere Pong.
Pac-Man.
And
The show.
do a Madden 08.
There's a little trouble at home.
Hey.
A little trouble at home with Mrs. and Mr. Pac-Man right now.
Yeah, hey, hey,
Pac-Man's pissed his wife keeps eating.
well, you know what I'm saying. And
It's gonna look like
hey,
this homeless guy's wife.
little bit of problem. Mrs. Pac-Man's putting on weight, and Mr. Pac-Man, he's transitioning to be MX Pac-Man.
It never ends. Yeah. So, all right, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we covered stocking stuffers. Do you leave cookies out for Santa?
Do I leave cookies out for Santa? I have. I definitely have. Chocolate chip, snickerdoodle,
I love it.
macadamia nut.
I love a snickerdoodle.
I love a snickerdoodle.
I think that's the best cookie.
How can you beat it?
I don't think you can. Actually, though, because chocolate chip, whatever. But when you get the perfect chocolate chip, like my mom's chocolate chips are very good.
I love a good chocolate chip. There are some chocolate chips that stink.
Most stink.
Some of them
Most
are too
bad.
soft, too sweet, too this, too that.
That's why I kind of like these were good because they were soft. But I hate a soft chocolate chip that just feels old and soft somehow.
Right.
It's somehow stale, but it's not. That's weird.
Yeah.
So I like. That's why I asked the hard cookie. I actually like a crisp
love
chocolate chip,
A peanut butter cookie
like a
with
peanut
the
butter.
little fork print in it.
Yep, my mom makes those too.
Right on
Great
the roof
fork
of your
print.
mouth. Scratch it up.
I love a fork print.
I'm bleeding all over by the time I finish those things.
It comes with razor blades.
My
and-
granny's been making a lot of molasses cookies lately.
What's a molasses cookie? It just takes
Cookie
longer.
made of molasses.
It's just a cookie, but it takes twice as long.
That's great. That's great. You gotta clip that. It's just a dark brown cookie.
It's just a cookie that literally takes months to make. I mean, it's honestly not untrue. That's factually correct because if you have to put molasses in it, it's going to take a while to pour out.
Yeah.
So it does take long.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
You see sugar fly is flying out of the jar. It's racing to be put into the mix.
What have you heard of the Watergate salad?
What's the Watergate salad? That a salad that Richard Nixon's eating?
That's not even a good one.
It's not good.
That's not good at
It's
all.
so obvious.
How about, let's see if we can think. Hey, you had a little Watergate salad lately?
I've never had a Watergate salad.
That's when you break into the DNC. That's just...
Just what happened.
Hey, you have Watergate salad ever?
Yeah, after you eat a Watergate salad, you got to be interviewed by Jack Frost.
Hey, my Watergate salad was so bad it made Walter Cronkite cry. Huh? My Watergate salad was so bad I had to resign from my own house.
Me and my wife got in an airplane. We had to be as far away from that salad as soon as it was made.
Hey, my wife made a Watergate salad. I saw that. I gave her the V for very horrible salad, huh?
You ever see what's that, Raging Bull?
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I didn't finish Raging Bull.
Okay, but you see the opening scene?
Yeah.
One of the great scenes.
What's he eating? Right?
When he's eating and his wife, and he's saying how it's terrible food.
Yeah.
And she's like, you eat it. He's like, I got no choice. It's one of my favorite lines. I got no choice. Good stuff. All right. What else we got here? Okay, we covered some of this. Wait, so you're celebrating Christmas in LA?
No, I'm celebrating New Year's in LA. I'll be in Boston
Okay.
for Christmas.
Okay, good. Because I'm anti-Christmas in LA.
I don't think if it's not under 50 degrees, you shouldn't even celebrate Christmas.
I agree. It
You
feels
should-
inappropriate.
Yeah, it's a cold weather thing.
I actually think the more winter, the more Christmas. I was in Vail last week. That's where Santa lives.
Santa's out
he
in Vail?
lives there. I'm telling you, dude. All the trees had lights. It was beautiful.
It sounds gorgeous.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. I don't know if I liked it though, because it was because in New York you have a lot of opulent wealth, but it's surrounded by also blue collar people.
And disgusting levels of filth.
Yeah, but Vail is just so absolute. There was no non-rich people. That it felt a little off.
What were they all doing there?
They go to ski and then celebrate the holidays.
Oh, and nobody really lives there?
Yeah, it's like almost no one lives there. It's like a fake town.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a saying that it's Vail is a fake town for real people, and Aspen's a real town for fake people. Because Aspen's the nicer one.
Okay.
But it's been around longer.
So Vail is fake.
It's literally fake. It's like a movie set. It was built in 1962. It's like not that old. Yeah.
And there's no kids in Vail.
There's kids.
No Vail
there's
High
families.
School.
Oh, no. There probably is, but it's for like the people that are like working on the ski mountain.
Yeah, I was valedictorian at Vail High School.
I
It was
mean-
me in a ski lift.
There was a snowman in my class. He melted under the pressure of the test.
Yeah, I was going to go to prom at Vail High. I went to Vail High. I didn't have a prom date. My date melted. That's
I went to Vail High.
You did?
Well, I was in Vail and I was high.
That's a classic.
It's a
That's
classic.
a classic.
The old bait and switch. But yeah. Any other holiday topics you want to talk about? I think we got like about what are we at? Yeah, we got 15 minutes.
The holidays. Some people don't like the holidays. You ever check in on people? You're
I'm
getting
a big-
older. You
I'm a
got
big
no
checker.
wife. You feel sad in the holidays?
Depends.
That's
Here's
what
the
you
thing.
wear? Because you're an old man with no wife, huh? This guy's got incontinence.
My nephew's birthday is Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So I usually see him, and it's actually pretty nice. So Christmas, no. New Year's, I'm going to be driving off the road on the way home from this gig that I booked.
He calls you Tio, your nephew?
He does.
Tio Jake?
Tio Jake.
Tio Jake?
Tio Jacob. That's the real Puerto Rican Jew. He just gives me the Jewish name.
And so, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Why is New Year's so emotional to you? Have you had a bad time?
I've had so many
You
bad
bring
New
up all
Years.
the time of how horrible New Year's is.
I've had so many bad New Year's.
What's wrong?
I've had one was a friend's wedding. And, here's the thing. Some weddings, I've been to a lot of weddings now. Some weddings are what you think they are, like Wedding Crasher. Like there's a bunch of single people, it's a blast. But a lot of my friends, their weddings are just the community.
Right.
It's everyone you know. it's pretty much everyone coupled up, and then maybe you and two of your degenerate friends that are just single, and I'm not like trying to be a big drinker anymore, so they're
Right.
getting blackout drunk. So I feel lonely at these weddings, and I went to one on New Year's. I got a cab home midnight.
You kissed the
The
cabbie.
ball dropped. Me and the cab driver, we locked eyes in the rearview mirror. That was my New Year's.
You're kissing a headrest in the back of the yellow cab.
I was making out with my hand. And so that one was bad. I think last year I didn't do. Oh no, last year I did Caroline's
That's
last show,
fun.
which was cool, but
Who'd you kiss that night? DeVitos?
I wish. I ended up. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't kiss anyone. I just watched people kissing around me. But I saw a lot of comics just like eating cheesecake alone. It bummed me out a bit.
Multiple comics?
I saw like two different.
What, over
comics.
at Junior's?
No,
Separate
no.
tables?
They had-
You walk into Junior's, there's 16 comics in there?
Everyone's got their own booth. They're just writing in a notebook.
I would love to go to Junior's.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time.
It's a classy joint.
I feel like actually this might be. When do you go home?
22nd.
22nd.
Taking the Amtrak.
We're running out of time. We should go to Junior's before you go home.
We'll break bread over there.
I'm back Sunday.
You're back
17th.
Sunday?
Well, I'm only
Maybe
back
I'll
for 2
catch
days.
you on Monday.
Yeah, I think
Go to
Monday.
Junior's.
I think we go to Junior's Monday.
Monday, we go to Junior's. We do a show, whatever.
I think that's the only way. Because I do think Junior's Times Square, holiday staple.
Holiday staple.
Yeah.
Some of the worst food on earth, though.
Not the cheesecake.
No, the cheesecake is great, but I don't want to eat a meal there.
Yeah, why would you eat a That's crazy.
I've done it before. A couple times.
That's insane.
You gotta eat at Junior.
No, you don't.
You gotta eat
You
it,
over the
Junior.
cheesecake.
What about Venero's? Why don't we go to?
I love a Venero's.
I love it.
We haven't gone?
No, we've never gone. I've been to Venero's.
We've talked. I've been too.
Yeah, and we used to eat a lot of cheesecake.
The
together.
Italian cheesecake.
We used to eat a lot of cheesecake.
We got an
over at-
Italian cheesecake.
Not at Venero's. Over at the spot,
Which one? Reggio?
Reggio.
But didn't we get another one?
Well, I think we just went to Reggio for a couple times for a minute.
Yeah, we got to go to Venero's.
Yeah.
Dude, an Italian bakery, again, on the holiday, it's the best. That's a thing that we talk about in my family. I don't know if this is like an actual Jewish thing. My family makes this joke, but they're like, every Jewish holiday isn't a holiday until someone brings a box from an Italian bakery tied with that like white
Yeah.
and red rope. Then the holiday's begun.
Bring a ganol from Villarate,
Where's that?
Bensonhurst.
I got to go to Bensonhurst.
You gotta go to Benson.
But you're Bay Ridge.
I'm Bay Ridge,
But
I
that's
can get
close.
over there. I know how to take a bus.
It's your neighbor.
Yeah, it's my neighbor.
Yeah.
We're brothers.
What's Bay Ridge like right now?
We don't need to get into it.
It's a little tumultuous.
No, but there's some divisions in the community.
There's divisions.
No, there's not divisions, but
Is it Israel Palestine?
we don't need to get into
Is
it.
that what's
but,
dividing
we got Bay Ridge.
What if we
beautiful
did Jewish jokes, but we put Palestinians in place of the Jews?
That
Would
will
that
never
bridge the
work.
gap?
No, it would never.
I think that's how you solve the crisis.
You could
These
try.
Palestinians
Yeah.
are so cheap they can't afford. They wouldn't pay $170 for a Christmas tree. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's one of it's just the misinformation era. So there is no reason to get caught up in it. you know?
I'm not getting involved. I'm not
Yeah.
getting involved.
That's fair.
On the podcast, I'm involved.
Off mic, this is
Off
all you've
mic.
talked about. Yeah.
Off mic, I talk about it incessantly.
Every time I talk to you, it's coming up. I don't even ask. I'm just like, hey, Zach, how's it going? And a 30-minute monologue into who's right, who's wrong. And if you want to guess who it is, yeah, I mean, he was celebrating Hanukkah a couple days ago.
Hey, I want to go back to the Rodney Dangerfield comic guy, right? I called up my agent. I said, hey, my album, did I get a Grammy? Did I get a platinum? Get any accolades? He said, you got a goose egg. I said, I'm being honored by, the Veterinary Society? He said, no, nobody watched. This is a good one, right?
All right.
I did a comedy show the other day. They want to use the audience mic for a Christmas album. It's called Silent Night.
That's good. That's pretty good. I don't know. I think this is another thing. What do you think of this? I'd throw this at you. So my family, they're doing a thing this year. No gifts, only for the niece and the nephew.
Yeah, totally. You got to make that transition.
That's a pro move, you think?
Pro move.
I'm a little sad I'm not getting a gift.
You're not even doing a white elephant for the adults? Actually, you know
No.
what? That's what we do, but who cares? It's annoying. You got to
do the
get
white
some pizza
elephant?
junk. Yeah, we call it a Yankee swap.
Oh, white elephant's the swap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually have a story about that. I did one a couple years ago. 2 years ago. I went with Ben and May, comic friends. And we went to a white elephant, and we had a show, all three of us after.
Right.
So we had to leave early.
Yeah.
So you know how white elephant works. You got to
Yeah.
swap or whatever.
Yeah.
Someone brought chocolate shrooms for the whole party to enjoy. And me and May wanted to do them. Ben doesn't do them. But it got to Ben, and we're about to leave. We had to leave after this. And it was his ability to swap, and he took the shrooms, and everyone revolted. Everyone was pissed. So we gave him back.
But then people could swap with him. They could steal.
No, he had like the last steal, and then we had to leave.
Oh,
So he
wow.
like stole, and then we were like, oh, we got to go,
Why would he do it if he doesn't even do it?
We peer pressured him.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, we call it Yankee swap in Boston. So the first time I got invited to a white elephant, I was confused. I didn't know what it was. White elephant.
What did you think it was?
I showed up to a white
You
elephant.
thought it was an Indian wedding?
I showed up to the white elephant. I didn't have a gift. They said it's white elephant. You got to bring something. I said, hey, I brought my wife. She's 390 pounds. I didn't think it was very polite of you to call her that, but I thought I was, doing what I was supposed to.
Why are all your other wives so thin? I thought this was a white elephant party. I didn't realize it was a giraffe party. That's amazing. Yeah. I don't know. I've only been to the one. That was the only time I've ever gone.
Oh, we used to play Yankee swap all the time.
What's
Christmas.
What's the other one? Where
Secret
it's-
Santa. I hate
Secret Santa, yeah. The thing with Secret Santa is like you could just get matched up with someone you don't care about
Or that you don't like.
or that you don't like. So then you just have to give them a shitty gift. But then someone who gets you loves you, and then you almost feel worse because you get an awesome gift and you give a shitty gift.
Yeah,
And now you're like, I'm a piece of
the best
shit.
secrets. I mean, we shouldn't even talk about it because The Office killed it already.
Yeah, that's great.
So funny.
But that was Yankee Swap.
That was Yankee swap.
Yeah, that was Yankee Swap.
No, that was Secret Santa.
They
that
do both?
Michael was so upset with his gift from
Oh, that he-
Phyllis that he made.
That's great. Yeah.
Dude, that was one of the great DVDs. There's a DVD
Mhm.
that's just the like 5 Christmas specials from The Office.
Yeah.
So good. I got an idea.
Yeah.
We're running up, so we got 7 minutes. How do you leave a holiday party? You say bye to everybody?
No, I'm pretty big on. Actually, I do this move, which I highly recommend to people. You want to leave a party, you don't want to say bye. You say, "I'm going outside, save my seat." You say the "save my seat," people think you're coming back. No one
That's
expects
gold.
you. Yeah.
That's gold.
If you get the "save the seat," then you could leave, and then people just assume you stayed, so they thought they just missed you.
Yeah.
It depends on how intimate it is, though. Because if it's like
two people.
2 people.
Yeah, 2.
That's a date. That's not what I'm doing, people. That's a holiday party. That's just a date. That'd be an insane move to just leave one person. Hey, save my seat.
I just go.
See you.
I just say, hey, I'm going out for a smoke.
You don't smoke.
I forgot.
That's good. That's a good move. I think if you say it confidently enough, no one would clock it.
You know what I might start doing? I might start leaving by saying I'm going out to have a smoke and just never smoke.
Yeah, don't
That's a
smoke.
great move.
And then just be. You should even say, "Do you have a light?"
I quit.
Or if someone says, "You're like, I'm gonna go out for a smoke." Someone says, "I'll join you." Be like, "I'm actually quitting. I actually just quit." Yeah, that's good. I think so. Yeah, to leave a holiday party, I do the save my seat. I'm not in that many holiday parties.
No, you're not a popular guy.
I'm not a popular guy.
People only invite you to weddings to just spurn you for being single.
Yeah, that's brutal. Well, it's funny because it's either weddings could either be the most fun because you're single, or truly the saddest moment of your life.
You get erotic at weddings.
I'm erotic.
Yeah, you.
I give a sexual energy at a wedding. Well, because I'm not a big drinker, but at weddings,
do people think you have a sexual energy? I don't think
know.
that you do at all.
I don't think I do. Some people, depends on certain dates. Girls have said that to me.
That you have a sexual energy?
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, I'm trying to have.
What's your
sex.
sexual energy though? Don't
touch,
do it on me.
Touch.
Touch? Oh, you're just touching a lot of people?
Not prematurely.
On the train?
I only ejaculate prematurely. Yeah. I'm touching like an arm, a kneecap, you know?
Yeah.
I don't go a leg, maybe a
Third leg only. Huh?
Especially the girls I'm seeing. Those are women, folks. It's 2023. Yeah, I think but no, not in everyday life.
Yeah, you don't have a sexual.
No.
Some
But I have
people-
light eyes. So people mistake eye contact for flirtation, girls sometimes.
because of the light eyes?
I think so.
Really? You've heard that? Is that a
I've had
scientific
girls
theory?
be like, "Are you flirting?" And I'm like, "I'm literally just trying to talk to you." Yeah. I'm just trying to have an educated conversation.
This is the DMV, ma'am.
Yeah.
You're renewing your license.
Take your photo. Yeah, no, it is. I mean, but like, yeah, I wouldn't say. But then you see other guys, and you're like, okay, I'm not that.
Right. Some of these people ooze.
So it's wild.
It's disgusting.
It comes out of their pores.
Come out of the pores like we're in a sweat lodge, you know?
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's juices. Juices are seeping out of them. It's musk everywhere they go.
Are you happy for Christmas? You like Christmas, the birth of Christ?
I love the holidays.
Yeah, you love them.
I'm a big holiday, but my birthday falls in the holiday season.
When is your birthday?
December
Didn't it just
8th.
happen?
December 8th.
December 8th, day after Pearl Harbor. The day that'll live
No,
in
day
infamy.
before, I thought.
No, 7th.
Oh, it's the 7th.
Day that'll live in infamy.
Why did I think it was... Whatever. Pearl Harbor, though.
They were like, this is the worst day ever. And then the next day you showed up. Couldn't get any worse, and then it did.
John Lennon shot December 8th.
Really?
Parents met December 8th. Grandfather died December 8th.
What's going on with 12/8 over this?
It's crazy.
How did your parents meet?
Well, here's the thing. It sounds positive, but my parents are divorced.
Right.
My grandfather died. I hate my life. It's kind of 0 for 3, the way I look at it.
Where did your parents meet?
They met the actual day John Lennon was shot.
Because they were mourning? What were they?
No,
up in
no, I think-
Strawberry Fields?
They probably met each other. This is before text, but they met each other. Then John Lennon died, and they probably were like, I got to talk to someone about this. I just met this girl, you know. I'll give her
What
a
year
call.
did John Lennon die?
That was a while ago.
Was that the 80s?
Probably 80s.
Wow.
Yeah, because my sister was born like 88, I think. So
When
probably,
was
like,
she born? The day George Harrison died?
Isn't he alive?
They wait for
No,
a
he's dead,
Beatle.
he's dead.
Your parents are going to get back together the day Paul McCartney dies.
Yeah, we're just waiting.
That'd be a good movie. Dude,
That would make
like
a-
if you were way younger, like a kid, his parents.
The Beatles.
And it's like if they meet the day that John Lennon dies, so you try and kill Ringo to get them back together.
Yeah, that'd be good.
No offense, Ringo, but that'd be a good movie.
I mean, he's the least
It's a
valuable.
great comedy movie.
Yeah. All right, we have 1 minute left. We probably should wrap up. Is there any things you want to say to the folks out there?
FOLX. No, we love you, folks.
FOLX. And so, new podcast, first episode.
First
You
episode.
want to plug anything? You have a podcast.
Come find me on Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
ZACHBRAZAO.
Go follow Zach. Very
Yeah,
funny
follow me.
guy. Got a great podcast with our good friend Tobin Miller. And listen to this podcast, share it, rate, review. I'm also going to be putting out a Patreon episode 2 days after this. Listen to that. Subscribe to the Patreon. Only $3 a month. It's going to be a great deal. Check it out and keep listening. Thank you so much for your support. We love you. Happy holidays.
Happy holiday.